What if one man was so rich that when he traveled, entire economies collapsed? Not because of war, but because he gave away too much gold. This is the story of Mansa Musa's rise to power, his legendary journey to Cairo, and how his wealth reshaped the world. But here's the twist. His greatest achievement wasn't his gold. It was what he built with it. After the mysterious disappearance of his predecessor, Abu Bakr II, a new ruler rose to power in the early 1300s. Mansa Musa, the emperor of the Mali Empire. But Musa wasn't just another king. He inherited a vast empire rich in gold, trade routes, and culture. And unlike many rulers, he understood something powerful. Wealth is influence, and he was about to use it on a global scale. Under Mansa Musa, the Mali Empire didn't just survive, it expanded. He strengthened control over important trade cities like Timbuktu and Gao, turning them into major centers of commerce. Gold, salt, ivory, everything flowed through Mali. And with each passing year, Musa's power and wealth grew. But what truly made him legendary was a journey that the world would never forget. In 1324, Mansa Musa set out on a pilgrimage to Mecca, but this was no ordinary journey. He traveled with tens of thousands of people, soldiers, servants, scholars, and hundreds of camels, each carrying gold. When he reached Cairo, something unbelievable happened. He gave away so much gold to the people that the value of gold dropped for years. Imagine being so rich that your generosity affects an entire economy. Historians still talk about this moment today. But Musa wasn't just showing off wealth, he was building a reputation. A message to the world: Mali is powerful, Mali is rich, Mali matters. And what he did next would change history even more. After returning from his journey, Mansa Musa didn't just sit on his riches, he invested them. He built mosques, libraries, and schools, especially in Timbuktu. The city soon became one of the greatest centers of learning in the world. Scholars traveled from across Africa and the Middle East to study there. Books became more valuable than gold. Yes, in Musa's empire, knowledge was wealth. This period became known as the Golden Age of Mali, a time of art, education, architecture, and intellectual growth. But like all great empires, this golden era wouldn't last forever. Around 1337, Mansa Musa died. And with his death, the empire began to change. He had built something extraordinary, but maintaining it would prove difficult. His successors struggled to control the vast empire and manage its immense wealth. Trade routes weakened. Power slowly declined. Over time, the Mali Empire lost its dominance. But Mansa Musa's legacy remained. He wasn't just remembered as the richest man in history. He was remembered as a ruler who used his wealth to build, educate, and inspire. Maps from Europe even began to show West Africa featuring a king holding a golden coin. The king was Mansa Musa. So was Mansa Musa's true power his gold, or was it his vision? Because while gold can disappear, knowledge, culture, and legacy can last forever. If you're enjoying this story of power, wealth, and history, hit subscribe, because the next story might be even more unbelievable. If this story amazed you, imagine what other forgotten empires are hiding. Subscribe to History Hub and uncover the past like never before.